Hey, Dan Meyer, and I'm back again with more tips for Filipino VAs on how to land an American client. And today we're going to talk specifically about LinkedIn. And this is why you should all have a LinkedIn account, right? Your LinkedIn profile should be a place that you drive potential clients to validate that you have the skills that you say you do. Because the cool thing about LinkedIn, of course, is you can get endorsements, you can get, people can basically give you a reference, you can have a lot of examples of your work, you can put a lot more in your LinkedIn profile than you can fit in a resume. And I talk about this a lot. You really shouldn't have a resume. If you're a Filipino VA and you're trying to source American clients, you want to have a one-page document. And in this one-page document, you're going to list your last 2 or 3 job experiences. But after those couple job experiences, you don't list everything. You have a link in your one-pager to your LinkedIn profile. And this LinkedIn profile is where people go to see all your job history, all your education, and they can also look at the different recommendations you have and the endorsements you have and the skill sets you have. And then they have a better sense that it's legit because it's a lot harder to fake a LinkedIn profile than it is a resume. So the first important thing you want to do is make sure you have a LinkedIn profile. And if you do, then you follow these 5 tips. If you don't, you go out and you build one and then follow these 5 tips. Tip number 1 is the photos at the top, right? They've got to jump out. So the one picture of you, your professional headshot, something like that, you should have yourself in a way that really describes how you work and who you are. So it should look fairly professional. Definitely shouldn't be something that's like, from college or a corporate headshot. It should be something that has a little bit of personality to it. And then in the cover photo or the banner, you want to have something again that's either the logo of your business or it's like you doing something in your niche, you in front of your computer, something that shows that you're more than just a face. So you put those 2 photos together. That's number 1, right? So you want to make sure that you have standout profile pics. Number 2, you want to personalize your contacts every day. Now, if you're looking for clients, you can use the things in LinkedIn to help you find them, right? The search feature that will help you look at different geographic locations. If you're paying for a more advanced version of LinkedIn, you can actually have a whole lot of other search filters as well. But really the big one is you want to think about where your clients are. Where do your clients live? And we'll talk about this a little bit more in a minute, but when it comes to connecting with them, you should connect with them personally, right? So LinkedIn gives you some free prompts, right? It prompts you on people's birthdays, on their work anniversaries, they start a new job. You should be using those, right? I tell that to everybody. It's easy to do. It's click, click, click. Even though it's like everyone does it for everybody and it's not really personal, it keeps you top of mind. So if somebody's out there looking for a virtual assistant and you just greeted them happy birthday, they're much more likely to ask you, hey, tell me more about what you can do than go search for somebody, right? So you're prompting them. Number 3 is you want to post content, right? So if you're a virtual assistant, you want to post content that shows what you've done and what you can do. Examples of your work, feedback from clients, workshops you've attended, things you're doing to broaden your skill set, links to your social media. These should be throughout your profile. People should be able to see that you're somebody who they want to work with, right? The last thing you want to do is have a LinkedIn profile that looks just like a longer resume. You want to have engaging content of you doing exactly what you're going to do for the client. You're going to basically solve their pain. And they want to understand that you're going to be able to solve their pain by seeing you're already doing it, whether it be for other people or things that you've learned in trainings and workshops and whatever, but they need that validation. Put that in your content, share it almost daily. Use groups to find clients, right? And not just find clients. You're not just going to spam everyone in that group. You're going to find what the pain points are and who's writing about pain that they're having. So if you go to any group in any industry, say you're going to look for real estate agents and you find a LinkedIn group about real estate agents and you're able to get into that group, you don't want to just spam everyone in that group. You want to listen to the conversations. You want to look at the profiles. You want to figure out what is the thing that you can do to help them. Maybe it's lead generation. Maybe it's managing the CRM. Maybe it's follow-up. But you're going to see that when you look at the different conversations people are having, and that will give you an idea of how you offer a solution. Because your job as a virtual assistant is not just to get a job. Your job is to help somebody else grow their business. And if you're able to really figure out how to free them up, to take away the mundane, the routine, the painful things that they have to do in their business, but they are not the only one that should be doing it, you can do that and help them do what they do best. Whatever their reason they started their business for, that's where they should focus. And you can be the dependable, trustworthy person who's able to fill in the blanks and do everything else. So let them focus on what they do best by hiring you to do all the rest. Number 5, you want to connect strategically by demand. Think about this. You need to do a little research. You can't just say, I want to work for any American company anywhere in the US. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of potential clients out there for you. But not all of them are going to want just a general VA. They want someone who knows their business, who knows their industry, who knows their niche. They want someone who understands their client base. Their client base may be a group of people in a certain area, a certain demographic, a certain geography. You want to think about that, right? So if you're doing real estate, as an example, you want to be a virtual assistant that helps real estate agents in the US, and the real estate agent is based in Florida, and they do all their business in Florida, then you want to only connect with people that are in Florida, right? I mean, not just exclusively, but in general, you want to focus on who are the people in Florida that I can help. And you better learn about Florida, right? Know where, some geography about Florida, know some information about what's going on in the state, what's topical, right? Especially when it comes to people, moving and buying and selling homes and all that kind of stuff. So connect strategically. When you go out and try to connect with potential clients, have it narrowed down to the ones that you can solve problems for. If you do this, you're going to be much more successful. What does not work is just mass blasting your resume out there to anyone you can on LinkedIn. It doesn't work. You need to be able to be more strategic. So it's better to send 10 well-researched, well-thought-out emails through LinkedIn to potential clients than to mass post 1,000. You're going to get more out of those 10 than you will those 1,000 if you do it right. So hopefully these tips helped you today. What I want you to do then is look at your LinkedIn profile, check and make sure it looks good to you. If you want, go ahead and send it to me, right? You can go ahead and drop in your comments, or you can message me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn, of course, and say, hey, Dan, do you think my profile looks good? Will it attract American clients? I'm a Filipino VA and I want to make sure it looks good. I'll let you know. Let me know. Do you want me to look at it? I'll check it out, and then I'll let you know if it's good to go. And if I have any feedback, I'll be happy to give it to you. My goal for you is to be able to be out there to help all these people. There are so many businesses that are either coming out of recovery or going to relaunch, or new ones that are going to launch, and we need your help. So that's my talk for today. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. You can also find me very easily across social media. Dan Meyer, Sonic Analytics is my company. We also have a brand called Sonic VA. Basically, we're looking to help connect American entrepreneurs with Filipino talent. That's what we do. So I want to thank you for your time. Now go out there and be awesome.